In August 2025, over 100 government organizations worldwide received what looked like legitimate emails, but clicking Enable Content on the attached documents gave Iranian hackers complete access to their systems. If you want the full deep dive into this, there is a link to the full report below. Group IB's threat intelligence team uncovered a sophisticated attack by a hacking group called MuddyWater. And these aren't some random cyber criminals, they're believed to be sponsored by Iran's Ministry of Intelligence and Security. They compromised someone's email account and then used it to send messages to government agencies, diplomatic missions, and international organizations. The targets spanned the Middle East, North Africa, and beyond. Because the emails came from a legitimate trusted source, they sailed straight through standard security filters. And here is the interesting part. The hackers connected through NordVPN, a regular VPN service that anyone can use, making them much harder to trace. Let's talk about how the attack worked. The attack follows a classic but effective playbook. First, victims receive a Word document that looks official. When they open it, the content appears blurred with a prompt that says, "Enable content to view." This is the trap. The button that doesn't unlock the document, it activates the malicious code. And once clicked, the document drops a piece of malware called Fake Update onto the system. This acts as a loader that unpacks the real weapon, a Phoenix backdoor version 4. Phoenix does several concerning things. It copies itself into your system folders, modifies your Windows registry keys to ensure that it runs every time you log in, and establishes a connection to the attacker's command and control server. From there, it can upload files to your computer, download additional tools, or execute any commands the hackers send. The entire operation ran for just 5 days, from the 19th of August to the 24th, 2025. Short, focused, and surgical. Who is MuddyWater? MuddyWater has been active since 2017, operating under several aliases, including Seedworm and TA450. Their targets reveal their priorities: government agencies, energy sector, telecommunications, and international organizations. Their motivation is intelligence gathering. This isn't about stealing credit cards or deploying ransomware. They're after strategic information, diplomatic communications, policy documents, classified intelligence, anything that gives Iran geopolitical advantages. Group IB attributed this campaign to MuddyWater with high confidence based on the custom malware code, targeting patterns, and infrastructure that matched previous operations. What made the campaign particularly sophisticated was the toolset. Beyond the Phoenix backdoor, the attackers had a custom browser credential stealer disguised as a calculator app. It would harvest safe passwords from Chrome, Edge, Opera, and Brave, encrypt them, and send them back to the hackers. They also deployed legitimate remote management tools, PDQ, RMM, and Action 1. These are actual IT administration programs, which makes them much harder for security teams to flag as malicious. The command and control server domain was screenai.online and was registered just 2 days before the attack began and hosted behind Cloudflare to hide the real server location. The attackers thought of everything. You might think, I'm not a government official, why should I care? Here's why it matters to everyone. These techniques, phishing emails from compromised accounts, malicious office documents, legitimate looking prompts to enable content, work on anyone. The same methods used against embassies today could be used against your company or your organization tomorrow. State-sponsored groups like MuddyWater often develop techniques that eventually trickle down to common cybercriminals. And understanding their methods helps us all stay safer. So how do you protect yourself? First, never enable macros or content in Office documents unless you absolutely trust the source and were expecting the file. When in doubt, contact the sender through a different channel to verify. Second, use multi-factor authentication everywhere possible. Even if attackers steal your password, they can't access your account without that second factor. Third, keep systems updated. The Phoenix malware exploits known techniques that modern security software can detect, but only if it's current. For For organizations, disable macros by default through group policy, monitor for unusual network activity, and maintain awareness of what remote management tools are legitimately used in your environment. MuddyWater represents the reality of modern cyber espionage. Patient, persistent, and highly capable. Their 5-day operation demonstrated how quickly sophisticated attackers can compromise dozens of organizations when they exploit human trust rather than just technical vulnerabilities. The best defense remains awareness. If you found this breakdown helpful, subscribe for more cybersecurity explainers, and stay safe out there.